You can't fix what you don't face, and that includes your finances. We all say we want to be rich. We pray for abundance. We dream of financial freedom. But the reality, most people have no idea where their money actually goes. We work day and night. We hustle hard. And yet at the end of the month, we find ourselves asking the same question. Where did it all go? Listen carefully. It's not about how much you earn. It's about how well you understand what you have. You can make thousands every month, but if you don't know how to manage it, you'll still feel like it's never enough. Because real wealth doesn't begin when you earn more. It begins the moment you start paying attention. Before you invest, before you save, before you grow your income. You must first understand your money, what comes in, what goes out, and why. Because if you don't respect the flow of your money, that flow will never respect you back. Here's a common misconception. Most people think financial education is about business, stocks, or real estate. No. Financial education starts with awareness. It starts with facing the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. It's about knowing what your money is doing while you're not watching, because that's where peace begins. The first step to getting rich is not luck, not opportunity. It's clarity. And clarity begins the moment you stop running from your numbers and start facing them with honesty. We grew up believing the solution to every financial problem is simple: earn more. But here's the brutal truth. Earning more doesn't automatically mean living better. Because if your income doubles but your spending doubles too, you're not progressing. You're just running faster on the same treadmill. This is what I call the illusion of more. We believe more money equals more happiness. But when your lifestyle grows faster than your wisdom, chaos follows. Comfort without discipline is temporary. Pressure is forever. I once met a man who earned a six-figure income every month. He posted his vacations, his car, his lifestyle. But deep down, he lived in fear. Fear of the day the money might stop. Because he wasn't managing wealth. He was managing appearances. His expenses became his master. His peace, gone. Then I met a taxi driver. Modest income, simple life, but his peace was rich. He didn't just count his money, he understood it. He set something aside each day. He said, "It's not about how much I earn, it's about how I use what I have." That man was wealthier than people who made 10 times more. Because financial freedom isn't measured by your paycheck. It's measured by your discipline. We've been conditioned to believe success means more. More things, more luxury, more image. But what if success actually means less? Less stress. Less debt. Less pressure to prove yourself. Because the truth is, you don't get rich by chasing opportunities. You get rich by stewarding the blessings you already have. Every peso, every dollar is a test of trust. If you can't manage the small, the big will only overwhelm you. And here's the hard truth many ignore. If you can't save from a small income, you won't save from a big one. Because saving isn't about the amount, it's about your attitude. Money should serve your peace, not steal it. The more you chase money without clarity, the faster it runs away. But when you understand and respect it, it starts working for you. When you finally understand your money, something powerful happens. You stop comparing. You stop competing. You stop defining success by what's in your closet or garage. You start defining wealth by something deeper: peace, control, and freedom. Because real wealth isn't about how big the number in your account is. It's about the calm in your heart when you look at that number and whisper to yourself, "I'm safe, I'm stable, I'm wise." But to get there, you must face your truth. You can't change what you refuse to acknowledge. That's where most people lose, not because they earn too little, but because they avoid awareness. We live in a world that teaches us how to spend, but never how to understand. We learn how to earn, but not how to see. And because we don't see, we lose control. Awareness is not about guilt. It's not about shame. It's about clarity. Clarity is power. When you start tracking your expenses, every coffee, every impulse, every it's just small, you start seeing patterns. You begin to understand where your peace is leaking. And with that awareness comes power. Power to choose differently. Because money leaks are real. It's not the one big purchase that drains you. It's the 1,000 little ones you never question. Financial leaks start in the mind, not the wallet. Every time you say it's just small, you dig a hole in your bucket. And no income is enough for a bucket full of holes. Plugging the leaks is not about depriving yourself. It's about directing your power. Every peso saved from waste becomes a soldier fighting for your future. Every impulsive expense avoided is a step toward your peace. But awareness alone isn't enough. You must give your money structure. That's where categorizing and prioritizing comes in. Money behaves like a child. If you don't guide it, it wanders. So give it direction. Needs, what sustains your life. Wants, what gives you joy but not at the expense of your future. Future, what builds your freedom. I live by the 70-20-10 rule. 70% for needs, 20% for future, 10% for wants. But the numbers don't matter as much as the mindset does. Because discipline is not about how much you earn. It's about how much you respect what you earn. And don't underestimate the small steps. A habit of saving 10 pesos can be more powerful than someone who saves 1,000 once. Because consistency compounds. Here's the truth. Real wealth is built not by hype, but by habit. It's built in the quiet moments when no one's watching. When you choose discipline over impulse. When you save first before spending. When you plan before buying. Hype fades. Habits last. The world celebrates the big moments, the investments, the business launches, the wins. But no one sees the daily disciplines that made them possible. The boring, repetitive, unglamorous routines. Those are the real foundation of financial freedom. So stop waiting for a miracle. Stop waiting for, when I earn more. Start with what's in your hands right now. Because blessings don't respond to wishes. They respond to responsibility. Real financial education isn't about stocks or charts. It's about mindset, discipline, and emotional intelligence. It's learning how to say no when your emotions say yes. It's learning how to manage before you multiply. So tonight, ask yourself this one question. Do I really know where my money goes? If the answer is no, that's exactly where your transformation begins. Because wealth doesn't start in your bank account. It starts in your mind. It starts when you stop chasing and start understanding. When you stop wishing and start managing. When you stop avoiding and start owning your truth. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Because small, steady steps build unshakable foundations. So promise yourself this. I will not fear my money. I will understand it. I will not waste what I worked for. I will protect it. I will not chase luck. I will build discipline. Because the day you understand your money is the day you take back your peace. And that peace, that quiet, unshakable confidence, is the real definition of wealth.